know, Adrian. I'm scared. Hey, it's me, Buford, and it's day 3 of Mutter Museum's anniversary trip across the Eastern Seaboard here in the United States. And we're in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Well, wait a minute, Buford. Day 3? And Philadelphia, the last time we left you was day 1 in Savannah. What happened? How did you get there? Let's see that. Day 2, still no overalls. We got an hour layover in Washington, D.C., so we're going to check out Union Station a little bit. I'm glad we were together here in our nation's capital, Bueladean.
Me too, Buford.
Well, that was a little upsetting. Really wanted some dinner. We didn't get any. Oh well, there's always Philadelphia.
Take Amtrak, he said. It'll be fun, he said.
And Philadelphia.
How you doing, man?
Hey! Well, this is Charles, our Uber driver here in Philly.
Yes, sir, I am.
He's taking us to our hotel. We've been telling him about the adventure.
Oh,
And
man,
he can
it's been a journey.
he can watch the whole adventure when this video comes out.
That's right.
That only took you a few seconds. That took us 14 hours. You're welcome. So we're going to start our day here in Philadelphia, and what better way to do it than a great Amish breakfast at the Reading Terminal Market. Of course, we weren't staying at the Reading Terminal Market, so we had to walk there. Let's face it, I need the exercise. We got to see Philadelphia City Hall with a statue of William Penn at the top. They once promised they'd never build a building taller than William Penn. Hey, look, Bueladean, that feller's wearing overalls.
Yeah, but he's working.
So am I. If you're looking for lots of great victuals under one roof in Philadelphia, you don't need to look any further than the Reading Terminal Market. They got lots of different restaurants there and a big eating place where you can sit down and enjoy your food from whichever vendor you get it from. And we opted for the Dutch eating place because we were in the mood for a good Amish breakfast. And boy, did we get it. Philadelphia scrapple, scrambled eggs, fried potatoes, and homemade blueberry pancakes. Look at the dollop of fresh Amish butter on top of those. And look at the size of that pancake next to Bueladean's hand. They're enormous, as are the blueberries. Real Philadelphia scrapple. Y'all don't want to see what's about to happen. A lot of times when you get blueberry pancakes, they're overly sweet because they got a lot of syrup and stuff in them. This is all natural fruit, and it's just the right amount of sweetness. And there's a blueberry in every bite. And that Amish country bacon and those fried taters. What'd you say, Bueladean?
Every bite was better than the last.
There goes another one. The Reading Terminal Market first opened in 1893, and they got all kinds of groceries. They got fresh produce, fresh meats, fresh seafood, as you can see. Honest to goodness, I would just love to rent an Airbnb near here so I could live here for a week or two and just shop from this place. And they got this cool pig that collects money for charity. You stick money in its mouth and it runs right out the other end. Kind of like Bueladean's purse. Of course, y'all know I work on that redneck comedy bus, so when I saw there was a bus tour available, we had to take it. And this fella right here in the maroon coat, he does the same job that I do.
But he does it without overalls.
Now, the neat thing about this tour is it's a step-off and step-on kind of tour. Now, what that means is whenever you want to, the bus will stop at a stop and you can step off and go explore a little bit if that's a part of town you want to see more of. If it's not, stay on the bus and keep riding. Another bus will be along in 25 minutes or so. As you go around Philadelphia, you'll notice a lot of statues. That's because this is a public art space. This city's got more statues and more murals than any other city in America. For instance, this statue right here is a very important piece. It symbolizes the... I'm just kidding. This ain't that kind of show. Hey, look there. There's Rodin's Thinker. Reckon what he's thinking about.
Probably trying to figure out why they spray painted his base.
Why people gotta be like that? If you move here from another land, the city of brotherly love will put your flag up. Only 24 people gotta move here from someplace for them to put a flag up.
I don't see a Boogertown flag, though.
Baby, if 24 people left Boogertown, there wouldn't be a Boogertown left.
Doesn't matter, Boogertown ain't got a flag anyway.
Flag? We can't even keep a road sign. Philadelphia had a lot of beautiful places to live, and a few places that you might not want to live, like this one, Eastern State Penitentiary. That's where Al Capone lived for a while.
You're a rock bum. See what I did there?
Now this here statue was created for the movie Rocky III, and in the movie it was at the top of the stairs because, you know, Rocky was a real-life guy in the movie, and the people in Philadelphia loved him, so they put a statue up. The real people of Philadelphia love him, but not quite that much.
So these are the famous stairs that Rocky ran up in the movie. I'm gonna do it. Here we go.
I think I'm with the statue. I'll just stay at the bottom of the stairs. And did I say this town's got a lot of statues? Why, right here in front of the Philadelphia Museum of Art, you can't swing a dead cat and not hit 15 statues. I mean, why you'd be swinging a dead cat outside a museum, that's a whole other question. I mean, look at this here statue of this guy killing whatever that thing is. There's all kinds of great statues around here and fountains like this, the Washington Monument.
I thought that was in Washington, D.C.
It is. This is the monument that was put up by the Society of Cincinnati of Philadelphia.
Wait, you're confusing me. I thought Cincinnati was in Ohio.
Yeah, it is. I don't understand it either. And down at the bottom is a representation of the indigenous animals and peoples of North America. That's a big old bear. And that's no bull. Well, yeah, it is. I've been trying to figure out why that guy's riding a gator. But just like this bull elk, we wanted to see the rest of the city. You know how they said they'd never build a building taller than William Penn's statue?
They lied.
Boy, did they. You know, I ain't never been to the Grand Canyon, but I gotta say it's probably a lot like this. I think they ran out of things to make statues of. Really some beautiful architecture of all different kinds of styles. I think that's Greek right there, and, well, I didn't know the Munsters lived in Philadelphia. Then we got to see the older part of town. Look, Bueladean, some of these places are up for rent. Maybe we could move up.
Over my dead body.
Looks like they can accommodate you there, too. But most importantly, Philadelphia was the cradle of American independence. And when you're going into a big fight, it's good to have somebody powerful on your side. So faith was a very important thing here in Philadelphia, and you'll see a whole lot of houses of worship of every description. It's not just revolutionary history that they honor. They've got monuments honoring the soldiers that fell in all of our different wars. There's the Ben Franklin Bridge. You know the only thing bad about that bridge?
It takes you into New Jersey?
Now we're going to get letters from our viewers in Jersey.
You really think they're watching?
And there's America's first post office, started by Benjamin Franklin way back in 1776. He said, "Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, and half shut afterwards.
Amen.
And if you're in Philadelphia, you gotta go see the Liberty Bell. I mean, yeah, there was a line, but it didn't cost anything.
Maybe that's why there was a line.
You might be right. So there's the Liberty Bell, with Independence Hall right behind it. Look, there's a crack in that thing. I know some boys back in Boogertown real good at working in copper. I bet they could fix that. Of course, they'd probably have it putting out shine. All in all, I'd say a bus was the best way to see the city. For one price, we were able to go all over and see all the sights and stop and get off and look around, and it was a lot less expensive than Ubers would have been, and there ain't no way I was going to be able to walk it all. When we found something we wanted to see, we got off. If we didn't want to see what was there, we stayed on. We were able to see all of the city, and it brought us right back where we started, to the Reading Terminal Market for lunch. Now, I had to try this sandwich. A lot of folks in Philadelphia will tell you that the cheesesteak is not the best sandwich in town, and this sandwich from Denny's has been voted the best sandwich in America several times. It was good. I'd go back and eat another one, but it wasn't the best sandwich I'd even had in Philadelphia. Nothing against them, just wasn't the best I'd ever had. Bueladean went for some kosher chicken soup. You can get just about anything you want here at the Reading Terminal Market, except a place to sit. I actually had to give her my chair after she got her soup, and I ate standing up. One of the places we both wanted to see that was not on the bus tour was the Mutter Museum. I said it wrong on the video here coming up. But that little umlaut over the U, that means it makes a ooh sound.
We're going to go in the Mutter Museum now. It's the Museum of Medical Oddities at the College of Physicians here in Philadelphia. Unfortunately, they don't allow photography in there, so we won't be able to take you with you. We won't be able to take you with us. Wow. Well, we finished at the Mutter Museum, and we didn't take any pictures, and I'm kind of glad we didn't. I don't want a record of that. But you can find other videos online with, like the Travel Channel and stuff went in there. It was very interesting. But don't go after lunch.
Yeah, when we left there, we had umlauts too. That place made Buford and Bueladean go, ew. Then we took an Uber back to the hotel.
Well, I finally got to ride in a Tesla. I don't know about that.
We still haven't talked about where we stayed while we were here in Philadelphia. We stayed at the Club Quarters at Rittenhouse Square. It's actually a really nice hotel. We're not going to be able to show you the room because, well, we came in late that night and we were tired and we jumped right in the bed and messed the whole room up before we had a chance to shoot it, and Bueladean wouldn't let me show it to you with our dirty laundry all over the room.
You gotta have standards now.
But it was a really nice room and a beautiful hotel with complimentary coffee right there in the lobby. You could make yourself an Americano or an espresso or a latte. They had complimentary bottled purified water for you with a little dispenser right there in the hallway, right outside the room, where you could just fill it up and reuse the bottles over and over again. Very ecologically conscious. And the lobby was beautiful with a big skylight, tons of natural lighting. It was a nice place to sit and enjoy that cup of coffee and a book. But it was time for dinner, so we headed off to Grand Café d'Aquila. Grand Café d'Aquila.
I don't think you're saying that right.
I don't think I am either. It's an Italian restaurant, but it's more than just a restaurant. It's also a little Italian grocery store. They got all kinds of different victuals from Italy that you can take and prepare at home. Now, people ask me all the time, Buford, is there anything you won't eat? Yep, and they had it. We were going to eat in the restaurant, but it was up my old nemesis. Stairs. So we stayed in the bar, and I had a Negroni. That's a classic drink in Italy. It's made with gin and a bunch of other stuff. It was really good. Of course, if you're not into alcohol, they also have all those Italian coffees. You got to start an Italian meal off with bread and olive oil. And we got a selection of cheeses from Sud Italia. I think that means South Italy. and Bueladean found her a wine that she liked. That's really hard to do. She's kind of picky.
I like what I like.
Then we saw this contraption on the back bar, and Bueladean asked me if it was a still. I told her I didn't know anything about stills. Why would she ask me that? Well, it turns out it was an infusing machine for infusing Negronis with coffee grounds and citrus peels. A+. And for dinner, we had sugo della Domenica. I can't pronounce half of this stuff, but I can sure put it away. So this is Luca, our bartender. Hey, Luca, really slowly so we can understand you, how do you say the name of this place?
Philadelphia.
No, the restaurant.
The restaurant? Gran Café L'Aquila.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Boo Boo always says if you walk 12,000 steps, you can eat anything you want. Well, guess I better skip dessert. And what a dessert it would have been. They had gelato. Well, it was time to bid goodbye to what he said, and head back to the hotel.
Hey man, I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you. Let's see if they match.
That shot you took earlier, was that an espresso shot?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't have you feeling jumpy or anything?
No, man, I go hardcore. Go big or go home. You ought to see me with a jar of moonshine.
So after a restful night's sleep, it was time to run off and find some breakfast.
Let's go to a kitchen.
Well, of course we're going to go to a kitchen. Hey, how about that place?
No, we'll get bagels in New York.
Well, we got to go to a kitchen. They all got kitchens.
I'm talking about a place called A Kitchen.
Oh, that's the name of the place.
Yes.
Thought we were playing Who's on First here. Looks more like a wine bar. Probably is at night. We came here for breakfast, and boy, did we get one. Cornmeal pancakes.
With lemon curd.
Sounds like it shouldn't work, but it does. Scrambled eggs, bacon, fried taters. Highly recommend this place, right off of Rittenhouse Square. I wasn't in the mood for a walk. I was in the mood for an Uber ride, because we got to head out of Philadelphia and go on our next leg of the trip. But you know what? I'm glad we were together here in our nation's first capital, Bueladean.
Yeah, that was funny the first time.
How about a run, Buford, run?
How about a walk briskly, Buford, walk briskly?
I guess that'll do. So we were back at the Philadelphia train station. It's absolutely a beautiful station, but we weren't really sure where we were supposed to be. You see, this train didn't have luggage check because it's a really short commuter train, so we just had to sit there with our luggage and wait till it was time to board. But if you're going to wait somewhere, might as well be somewhere pretty. Well, we've seen Philadelphia. We've eaten some great Amish food. We saw the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall. We had a lot of fun, and I got to wear my overalls. Of course, we're traveling today, and Bueladean made me take them off. But now we had so much fun in Philadelphia, we're definitely planning to come back, and we encourage you to come and meet some really nice people, have some great food, and see some wonderful history in an absolutely beautiful city. And now we're heading off to New York City. So goodbye, Philadelphia, and hello, Big Apple. We're going to be going a lot of places on this show, and we want you to tell us where to go. But remember, like Boo Boo always says,
nicely.